Your buddy alertwolf here to bring you another Transformers Prime Beast Hunters review. This time it's episode 8, Thirst. Now, basically, this is our zombie episode. It is so awesome, it is not even funny. You have two of my favorite characters together as Decepticons, Knockout and Starscream, are plotting and scheming and plotting and scheming. And basically, they want to create their own version of the Super Soldier. They use Silas as a guinea pig, as they've been experimenting with synthetic energon, green energon, which turns him aggressive, but he burns through it too quickly. Then you have Starscream's brilliant idea to add dark energon to the mix, because he figures Megatron can control him. When doing it, it turns him into a zombie that must feed on energon. Now his whole jaw dehinges, as you can see, and he has that little alien attack thing. And basically, this is reminiscent of Blade 2, or was it Blade 2? Yeah, Blade 2, when the vampires got infected with the disease. The same unhinging of the jaw, protruding out to the attack, and that's pretty cool. Now during this melee, by the way, it's funnier than it's scary. At one point, Knockout's like, dude, shoot him in the head. Why? I've seen human horror films, right? Talking about zombies. And they're like, he's like, you know, don't shoot him in the head, shoot him in the spark, because in the head, the little sucker thing still worked. And so they don't want to tell, they don't want to tell Megatron. Actually, Starscream doesn't. Eventually he does. He's like, yo, if you've been experimenting with Energon, trying to take over the ship again, you've had more chances than any other Decepticon. They're like, dude, there's a zombie behind you. Megatron shoots him down, and it's just hilarious, bro. He ends up, now they did foreshadow this because they mentioned Arachnia earlier being frozen, so he does end up going after Arachnia, Silas, because he's just not going after her. He's just wandering the ship looking for Energon to feed his insatiable hunger. Now what's funny is Megatron sends these two idiots after them. He's like, you guys fix this. And I will say the MVP for this episode, the man, has to be Soundwave. I'll explain in a second. But what happens is he breaks her out of cold storage. They fight. You don't know, and she ends up killing Silas, releasing him, and he thanks her for killing him. And then instantly she commands the Insecticons, because she's their queen, to have revenge on the Decepticons. And Starscream informs Megatron good news and bad news. It's all hilarious. And then Soundwave, like a beast, stares down a horde of angry Decepticons. The queen herself. She's like, this day you scream. It was epic. She runs him. He opens up a boom tube, or not a boom tube, this isn't DC, but a ground bridge, and puts her on a moon of Cybertron, along with all her Insecticons. And then afterwards, Megatron tells Soundwave to hurry things up, or not Soundwave, Shockwave to hurry things up, and he yells at both of them. Starscream he beats up a little, and that's pretty funny. And then the episode ends with a turnaround. She's on the moon commanding her soldiers, and it turns out she was infected, and she starts infecting everybody else. But because she's not human, I guess she retained part of herself, because she seems to have her faculties. So maybe it was because she thawed. Whatever the reason, that's what happened, and that's your episode. Now, two interesting things. One, we found out that all the Decepticons that are running around as fodder Decepticons are actually Viacons. Important note. And two, they were called Terracons once they became zombies. So that's cool to know. Alright, this episode was funny. Nothing crazy happened. This was a filler episode, basically, but it was hilarious. It was slightly scary, an homage to zombie films. I absolutely loved it. 3.5 out of 5 was a very good episode, even though nothing actually happened. Anytime I see Starscream and Knockout together, it's a good thing. So, you know, unfortunately, there's not much else to say, no deep analysis, other than it's interesting to get some of the sideness, and eventually this Arachnia thing may kick up again. So, having said that, this is alertwolf here telling you to click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and so please, please, please subscribe if you can, and this is your buddy signing out.